Hi, welcome. This is Vishal from rogueline.co, and today we're going to talk about different stages for your marketing funnel for your fashion and beauty business. So this works really well either when you're starting out or you've been in business for a while. The concepts, the principles always remain the same. So let's get started. So typically a funnel will have three stages. One is awareness, interest, and action. I know there are a couple other funnels out there that have subsections or sub-stages. I think it just complicates stuff for no reason, but we're trying to keep it as simple as possible so we can get our principles and concepts across. So let's look at the first stage, which is the awareness. So at this point, this is the biggest part of your funnel because our goal here is to make our potential customers aware of our existence. So think about it right now. So you have a product, you have a service that you want to offer, but there are customers out there who are not even aware that you exist. So how do you make them aware of your existence? So there are two ways of going around it. First one is doing paid advertisements, which could be, Google ads, Facebook ads, Pinterest paid ads. And the second one would be organic traffic, which is writing a long detailed blog post that solves a particular problem, doing video content, going to events, conferences, doing webinars, things like that. So at this point, you want to get in front of your potential customers so they know that you exist. So you can pick and choose whichever want. I usually typically will both, like either paid or organic. I think organic works really well because when the customer searches for you on Google, your blog post or your video appears and then they click on it and then come to your site, and that's where you move them into the second part or second section of the funnel, which is the interest stage. So let's take a hypothetical example that you are selling a skincare product or a beauty product, and your potential and the problem the product solves is it gets rid of dark circles under your eyes. So I'm just making up an example. I have no idea what your product is. So on the awareness stage, you can run an ad that says, hey, click here to find out how to get rid of dark circles under your eyes. So when somebody clicks on it, they land on your site. So now here you can offer them a 7-day plan on how to get rid of dark circles, or a case study on how to do it, or step-by-step guide, or video, could be anything. And for them, in order for them to receive that content, they have to enter the email address. So it works for you. You're actually gathering email addresses of people who are interested in what you're offering. And for the customer, it's great because they're actually getting something free from you. And one thing, you have to make sure that the content you're offering them is really, really, really good because that's going to set the tone of how they're going to perceive you. So let's say in the interest stage, you've collected the email address and now you know this potential customer is interested. And your video and your product has to take them from starting with the problem to actually giving them the solution, because that will create a desire in them that, hey, I like this guy or this gal, I like their product. Now I'm intrigued by what they offer and the end result that he's showing me. I actually want that result. So now all of a sudden their interest has turned into a desire of the final result that your product or service is going to provide. So from there, now you have your email address, and then you move them into your email marketing funnel, which basically will give them different content and potentially ask them to buy your product. So this is where it gets really interesting, because I love Gary Vaynerchuk's 3-step process, which is like jab, 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 ask, which basically means give, 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 and then ask them to buy your product. So once you have obtained their email address, you want to give them more content. You want to give them more tips on how to solve the particular problem. And after giving, let's say, 3 tips or 3 different emails that solve their problem, then you ask them to buy your product. And in that buy button, you can give them hints on what will probably be their hiccups, which could be, a 30-day money-back guarantee or free shipping or whatever you think works for you. But if the customer doesn't buy it, you don't stop right there. Then you start the cycle again. Then you give, and make your ask again. If it doesn't buy, you do it over again, because a customer might not be ready or the timing might not be right for them at that particular moment, but they might be ready to buy from you in 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. So you want to be on top of their mind whenever that need arises. So I think this 3 steps works really, really well. So kind of wrap it up. 3 stages to take your customer, your unaware customer, into a paying client is awareness, interest, and action. Awareness is the first stage where you want to make them aware that you do exist. Two ways of doing it: paid, unpaid. Paid will be Google or Facebook ads. Unpaid is doing organic content like blog posts, videos, seminars, things like that. Once they have clicked on your ad, they land on your squeeze page or landing page. That's where you offer them either a 7-day plan to do something, or 7-day plan, as we talk about in the example, to get rid of black circles under their eyes. Could be anything depending on your product. And in order for them to receive it, you collect their email. And once you have collected their email address, then you move them to the next section, which is the action. And this is where you do give, and then make your ask, which means you give 3 different tips or tutorials or some great content that they can actually use. And on the 4th step, you actually ask them to buy your product, or you share buy button. And if they don't, you do it again. You do give, buy, give, buy. And you keep doing it until they become a paid customer. So this works really well. I have tried it over and over again. I hope this is helpful. Please, if you find this helpful, give us a thumbs up, and let us know anything that you would want to learn to make your business better, so we can continue making your videos. So this is my first video ever. I hope I did okay, but your feedback will be very, very appreciated. Thank you very much, and have an awesome day.